Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of the 245 podcast, which is the number of episodes since I've done an intro.
It has been a while.
Don't fact check, but it's probably been about that.
Because we've definitely had 245 episodes.
Yep.
But I will say you definitely don't do it as much when you're on the phone. And because of your own choices, you were in Iowa for way longer than you needed to be.
That was my choice. I think it's a good choice too.
You actually... people don't know this, but I heard you said the only reason you stayed in Iowa longer was because the true format of our podcast is that you are not with us.
Yeah, I had to. I was obligated to stay in Iowa.
You had to stay in Iowa longer.
But then I couldn't stand it, so now it's just the Zero podcast.
The only reason he's here is because his mom made him come back.
Exactly. She needed at least a month with me this summer.
She's like, you can't do this just for the podcast. Like, you're not even working on campus. You're just chilling around all day.
Yeah, basically I slept and then
played video games, played Minecraft and Fortnite, and drank Mountain Dew. And
then once a week we recorded the podcast.
Yeah. But
that was my life. But now I'm back in Minnesota and I actually have to work. It really sucks.
That's so lame.
Yep.
Hard labor every day.
Hard manual labor.
Bosses are pretty strict, I hear.
They are. They also listen to the podcast, so I legally can't say anything else.
Yo. Hello, Barts.
Maybe.
Connor.
They don't listen often, so they might never hear this, but they also might.
So did they hear about me smashing my finger?
I don't know. I know they made a comment on when we were talking to Caleb, we were like making fun of them for their 1% and 2% like slope, and they heard about that.
Their 1% and 2% slope?
Yeah, like when we're digging trenches, it always has to be sloped away from the house. And me and Joey were making fun of them.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad they listen.
Yeah, they've listened to a few episodes, not many, but it's just a toss.
Maybe they'll be
coin toss on whether they'll
a guest. Maybe.
They will soon. Actually, no. They might be. Who knows? I don't know.
Keep listening to find out. Not this episode. Just keep listening to all the episodes.
Yeah, as you should be anyway, obviously. Well, Mike, where are we?
Well, I'm in your bed.
You are.
And you are also in your bed.
This is a secondary bed. So we're in my basement. I'm sitting on the futon, which I used to sleep in all summer. And then I made myself an actual bed frame and now have a twin bed, which Mike is now in.
Yeah, we're not in the same bed.
That'd be weird.
Yeah, I might move soon. I kind of just want to be here for the bit, and now the bit's kind of done. So
now you can switch to the movie chair if you so desire.
This is kind of comfortable though. I get to lean on my side, looking like I'm just chilling like a villain.
You're reclining.
I can look at you, and yeah. So, well, Joey is on his way. But we thought that we would start the podcast with some of our mail because, as usual, we have a lot of it, and
You're pretty popular like that.
We are just so popular, and we might have to limit the mail sometimes. Just kidding. We'll always read all of it. Maybe.
I don't know if we can make that promise, but I think we can because I don't think we'll ever get that much.
Yeah.
I'll start off with the first one. It is from pebblegirl@jeffreystone.com.
Classic.
All right. And Annika says, Dear boys/boys. And she has two different spellings, BOYS and BOYS.
Yes.
BOY and BOI. Mike, I know fans are the 245ers.
Yep.
We're the boys, but which spelling are we using?
You know, usually when I refer to us in a entertainment fashion, like our old videos with the boys, I spelled it BOIS.
Okay.
And I think that's how I spelled it on last week's episode.
On the outdoor episode?
On the outdoor podcast.
With the boys, yeah.
With the boys.
So I think that can be our official spelling.
Yeah.
Thank you for pointing that out, Annika, in your address. But yeah, you can use BOIS because we are, in fact, entertaining.
Just don't use BO.
Yeah, that would be weird.
That's a little odd. A
little sus. Anyways, Annika says, another week has passed since the since thus iconic movie, I think she means this.
I think she means this.
Yeah. Because the subject is Barbenheimer, which is important. So, yeah. Another week has passed since this iconic movie duo has come out. Very curious, what did you guys think of the movies? And what were Kylie's thoughts on Barbie?
Well, we've not seen either of them. We did go see another movie. We went and saw Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. I thought it was good. Joey thought it was a mid movie.
Joey thought
it was a bad movie.
Joey was like 3 out of 10.
Yeah. He has not seen any of the other ones though. Which is fair, I guess, since he hasn't seen like this style of movie. But I thought it was good. I still think Fallout, which was the last one, was better. But I think this one was still good.
And that was just you, me, Mitch, and Joey.
Yes. And you never said if you liked it or not.
I wasn't a huge fan.
Yeah.
I was a little unsettled.
Yeah. The AI was too real.
Yeah. Too close to home.
Yeah. But yes, Kylie did see Barbie. She thought it was a fun movie and that people were taking it too seriously. But yeah, that's kind of it. But yeah, I mean, she was entertained, which is why I want to go, because I feel like it'd be kind of entertaining.
I probably won't go.
Joey doesn't want to give him his money, so
Micah texted us and he's like, guys, we should go to Barbie. And Joey like put his foot down and was like, absolutely not.
Yeah. Well, I specifically said, what are the odds we go see Barbie and dress up in pink?
Yeah.
And Joey said no. So we dressed in normal clothes and went and saw Mission Impossible instead. Because Oppenheimer was too long and we had to go kind of late. But, you know, it's all right.
So we don't have thoughts on those movies. Sorry, Annika. Kylie thought Barbie was entertaining. That's the conclusion.
Yep.
Okay. She continues, I saw Barbie this week and thought it was humorous if you look at it as a funny movie, but a little bit sad if you look at it as an actual worldview, if that makes sense. I think that does make sense. I haven't seen it, but
yeah,
probably, yeah, if like the way the movie is done is how people actually think, yeah, it's probably sad.
Kylie did also say that like there were so many mixed messages throughout it too, because sometimes she felt like it was saying, this is like the perfect body type, image type. Like you should look like Barbie. But then other messages were saying like, you don't need to look like Barbie. And it was just kind of going back and forth and kind of confusing. So she thought that maybe a lot of girls like might have bad body image because of it. I don't know.
Probably can't speak to that.
I cannot speak to that, even though I really want to look like Ken, but you know.
We can't all be Ken.
You know, I'm just Ken. Anywhere else, I would be a 10.
Is that a song?
That's a song.
Okay.
And we should play it as the outro of this podcast.
I don't know if I want to, but...
Oh, it's such a good song. I mean, ironically, it's a good song.
Okay, we'll play it ironically. Guys, we're not serious when we play that at the end of this episode, okay? Don't get mad.
Yep.
She says, Ken was golden and it was more serious than I expected the movie to be, but the ending was odd in all caps. So that intrigues me, but I'm still not going to watch it. Keep up the good work and wholesome content. Annika Stone, one of the most faithful 245ers. That's one of like the most, I don't know, like she's not claiming to be too much.
More broad.
Yeah. Like she's not like, I am the favorite.
Yeah. I respect that.
Yeah, I respect that. Thanks, Annika. Thanks for the email. We have a second email that Mike can read.
Yeah, this is also from pebblegirl@jeffreystone.com.
2 in a row.
Subject, most recent episode. This is about the same episode. One more email because my listening was interrupted to quote unquote go to work at my quote unquote job.
What does that mean?
I get the go to work part because, you know, you might go to work and not actually work.
Yeah.
But the quote unquote job, I'm not quite sure because I feel like it just is her job. Maybe it wasn't. I don't know. I would love to hear more of Joey's jokes. As he said, he has different jokes for different circumstances. And then she gave Joey a bunch of different circumstances that I guess she wants jokes from.
Yeah. Seeing as Joey's not here, we're going to press pause on that.
Yeah.
We might do it later this episode, or we'll do it a different episode.
Yeah.
But we will not forget.
P.S. You should do more video episodes. That was entertaining. We're good.
I think that's like one of the only written piece of feedback we've got on the video episode. So I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah, I thought it was fun. It was definitely a little more work, but it was worth it. I also got to make some fun little Instagram reels out of it to post.
Mike is, yeah.
That's why I'm the social
so
media
much.
manager here at the 245. So I still got one more to post. I'll probably do that like tomorrow. But yeah, go check them out on the 245 podcast on Instagram.
Next email?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. This one's from a first-time emailer.
But long-time listener.
Maggie Reinen, who is a friend from Dordt University. And she hasn't listened. I don't think she listened a ton during the school year because school is just crazy. So I think she's been listening more this summer. And you'll hear where later in the email, I think. So Maggie says, "Heyo, it's me, the one that beat most of you at Mario Kart. Anyways, I have a few things to say." And she's referring to when the boys came down. We had a Mario Kart tournament. I think Maggie probably beat a few of us. I don't know. Did she beat you, Mike?
Yes, most definitely, because I'm bad at Mario Kart.
Rip.
So
it's not too much of a feat.
I think I remember doing very bad.
Yeah. Oh, well. But yeah, you probably beat Mike. Joey's pretty good. I don't know if you beat Joey, but it's possible. She says, "I am sorry to expose Josh like this, but Dana is in fact made up.
I knew it.
He wires $30 into my offshore account every semester as long as I continue to lie about my fake roommate, quote unquote Dana. What kind of name is that anyway? It's too obvious she's fake. I'm pretty sure it is just Evan emailing the podcast claiming to be Dana. I know he is on it. Moving on. Mike, do you buy it?"
I buy it. I mean, this is from like her quote unquote roommate, so obviously she would know.
Yeah, if anyone knows if Dana's fake or real, it would probably be Maggie.
So Maggie somehow convinced the Dordt faculty that she had a fake roommate so she could live alone.
That's pretty crazy.
That's kind of sus.
Dana, if you have anything in response to this, please email us. But we know it's really just Evan now, so maybe don't even bother.
Good thing Evan's not here.
Good thing Evan's not here. He'd probably be red.
Yeah.
She also says, "Petition for Dordt Squad and quote unquote Dana to come up to MN so y'all can have a live audience podcast episode. You could call it 2-4 Live."
Okay. I've said this before. I'm
pretty sure you
2-4 Live. I've said that before.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've said it on the podcast, but for the record, I thought of that first.
Yeah, but that sounds kind of like an epic idea.
Yeah, I was actually thinking it'd be kind of fun to do like a if you're here sometime this school year to do like a live event because we're just
That'd
that
be
big.
so funny.
Like we just somewhere like at
all the
Northwestern
UNW
or something. We do it like in the stud, and we just do like a live Q&A kind of thing.
Yeah, we'll be scheming because 2-4 Live is just too epic of a name to not use somehow in some way. So we'll make a 245 Live happen. 245, 2-4 Live.
2-4 Live.
I'm really bad at saying it, but 2-4 Live will happen. I don't know at all what it will look like. But also you don't need like our permission to come up to MN. You like have a car, so you can just drive up here and hang out.
But now you're obligated to.
Yeah, 2-4 Live.
But also we would probably just like live stream it on our YouTube channel. So if you can't for some reason drive here, you can just watch it there.
Don't you need like specific things on a YouTube channel to be able to live stream though? Like 100 subs?
Maybe.
If we end up needing to live stream, we might like beg you all to go subscribe to our YouTube channel so we can get verified for live streaming.
Could also do a Zoom call.
That would not be good. But we could. True.
We'll scheme, as Josh said. That's a season 2 thing.
Season 2.
We're not worrying about that right now.
Coming soon. We're still in season 1. Maggie closes with, "Anyways, that's pretty much it. Thanks for making me look like an idiot at work as I laugh in the dead silence surrounding my cubicle." I really like that image. You just like laughing.
Yeah.
And everyone else is like, "What the heck are you doing? Like, you're at work. Why are you laughing?" Well, I'm glad we can make you laugh. It's probably mostly Joey, honestly.
Yeah. Even though there's apparently no joy allowed at your work, I'm glad we can make you laugh.
Yeah. Okay. Mike, you want to take the next one?
Yes. This is from Karik Mick. First time emailer. I don't know how long he's been listening, but apparently he's listened to a lot of them because he mows as well. He says, hello, 245 podcast. I'm recently catching up on your episodes as I mow for work, and I have a few comments.
Yo, fellow mower.
Yeah. He knows what's up.
Yeah.
Firstly, thanks for the shout out from episode 36. Even though I've only been to DQ when Mitch was there once or twice, it's nice to be recognized.
I faintly remember us mentioning that.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Because I think we asked Mitch if anyone he knows comes through.
Yeah.
Also, I had to stop the mower I was using because I died laughing at you guys calling us Mick 1 and Mick 2.
Yep.
That's me who calls him that. Fun fact is that those names were originally started by Mr. Teen after he gave up on telling us apart during soccer and technology class in middle school. I can see that.
Yeah.
It's a very Mr. Teen thing to do.
Mick 1, Mick 2.
Mick 1 and Mick 2. Lastly, sports. After listening to the sports tier list with Jake, I briefly questioned my friendship with Jake after he gave soccer a C tier. And Mitch, come on, man. I would storm out of the podcast studio before I let my friends give soccer a B tier.
Mitch would have stormed out if we had been in the podcast studio, but he was in my basement.
Yeah, he was actually locked up.
Yeah. We had shackled him to the movie chair.
Yeah.
He couldn't move.
But anyways, thanks for keeping me thoroughly entertained this summer. You guys are my go-to audio for long work days and car rides. Keep it up.
That's epic. Thanks for listening.
Our go-to audio.
Yeah.
Not podcast.
I feel privileged to be the go-to audio for you. Glad you are enjoying it. And sneak preview, we have another email from Karik
Ooh.
that we'll read in a bit. The next email is from Willem Bruin, who I think is a second-time emailer. He's emailed before. Hey guys, I was listening to your most recent podcast and thought I would make my own tier list with a few different yard games and share it with you. Feel free to share your feedback live. Bags. Some would call this cornhole. Others would call it dad hole, but he's calling it bags. So Willem, basically now you're Joey's best friend because he will only call it bags. Anyways, he gives bags S tier because it's really easy to pick up, it's fun, and it doesn't take a lot of time and can be played with either 2 or 4 people.
I agree with that.
Based.
We can't give too many of our opinions away because
we're going to probably do this later.
Yeah.
So that would be spoilers. So we'll just keep reading them off. Ladder ball, C tier, only because of how infuriating it is whenever one of the ladder ball catches on a rung and then spins off. It's also annoying and similar to bags, but worse. Generally would agree, yeah.
Yeah.
Can Jam, A tier because how fun it is to play and how much you can roast your friends. Also, I might be biased towards this because the first time I ever played, I slotted it first throw and have been striving towards doing it again. Kind of insanely lucky.
Yeah.
Only slotted it like once or twice ever. So
that's crazy.
Go you. Spike ball, S tier because of how fun it is, because of how easy it is to play. I could play spike ball for a long time without being bored. I was thinking one of our we should make specific categorical ratings when we do a tier list of yard games, and one of them needs to be grad party playability.
Yes.
And bags and spike ball have high grad party playability ratings.
I agree.
I think spike ball is actually taking over. Our junior year, bags was the go-to grad party game. This year, I think it was more spike ball.
You know what I saw today?
What?
There's a new kind of spike ball net.
Wait, what was it like?
And it's called, I saw it online. It's called the Mammoth.
I'm looking this up
and
right now.
it is like a thick spike ball net. It's like all black.
Yo, what?
It's higher off the ground. It's definitely more like structurally reinforced.
It's also $300.
And it's also $300. So, I mean, I looked at the videos. That thing does not move. I mean, it is basically bolted to the ground. So it's definitely heavier. I don't know what makes it better. Apparently it's a lot bouncier and the ball is also bigger.
It has a mammoth frame, tough, durable mammoth, the sturdiest frame you'll ever see crafted. A true fit spider net, consistent tension every time, new paracord system for easy installation. A MAV1 ball, revolutionary soft touch panel ball design for enhanced performance. And then also mammoth feet and a smuggler bag.
Smuggler bag.
Smuggler bag. I don't know why they are advertising the bag, but they are.
Wait, what? Is it something about making it easier to put the net on?
Yeah, it said like new paracord system for easy installation. It looks like there's like paracord that's running through the edge of the nets through like eyelets, and then you just string the paracord instead of like pulling the net around
that's
the thing.
So much better.
Which, yeah, the system for putting spike ball nets on just the regular spike ball is a little weird, and you often get like whack tension in different parts of the net.
Inconsistent every time you do it.
So that's why you should buy the $300 Mammoth net.
Yeah, if you have $300 to spare. You know, it's almost as good as that American flag spike ball set.
Almost, but that can't be beat.
No.
If you make a Mammoth American flag set, I'm in. Even if it's like $800, sign me up.
Yeah, just the American flag design alone is an extra $500. No, I'm never gonna buy that, obviously, but it'd be fun to try it out sometime. So
It would be fun.
hopefully some rich friend of ours buys it or something.
Yeah, we'll just ask Joey to buy it.
Yeah,
We know he's loaded. So
he is a ministry major.
Yep. Willem says, let me know what you think, and if I missed any games, keep up the good work. I thought your list was pretty based.
I agree.
We'll see how much we agree with when we actually do it, but
More thoughts on that later.
more thoughts to come, and yeah, we'll probably add a few games. I hear footsteps upstairs.
I think that might be Joey Ritzma's footsteps. Wow, I recognize those
Joey
footsteps
Rizma.
anywhere. Joey Rizma is here.
Are we live, boys?
We
We're
are
so live.
How long have we been live for?
Let me check. Joey, I'm going to turn up your microphone gain.
Okay. That's probably a good idea.
We've been live for 20 minutes. We've just been
Oh
doing
my-
mail, so you didn't miss much.
Well, were there any good emails?
We'll
Yeah,
read them
we
to you
actually had the
later.
best emails we've ever gotten.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
they
the
were
some of the
epic
funniest
emails.
ones I've ever seen,
They
actually.
were
Really?
hilarious. We were dying laughing.
Oh, well, that's
Yeah.
kind of disappointing.
Just a little summary. Dana is confirmed fake from
Okay.
Maggie.
I mean,
Maggie said that
Josh
she's
has been on it the whole time.
I've been paying Maggie to make up Dana for like 2 years now.
okay. I mean, we kind of figured
She
that.
exposed me.
So, I mean, that's not that new.
Karik Mick is annoyed of how soccer was, how low it was, and that Mitch should have stood his ground and been a man.
No.
But he also likes listening, so it's okay.
okay.
Yeah, and he
Okay.
listens while he mows.
Oh, respect. Okay. Well, then, base take, honestly.
And then Willem gave us his yard games tier list.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Okay.
And also, Annika Stone asked us our opinions on Barbie and Oppenheimer, but
I don't think.
we didn't watch them. I told him we watched Mission Impossible, though.
We
And
did
you,
watch-
You said it was
Joey,
bad.
we said you thought it was a 3 out of 10, but you can speak for yourself now.
I thought it was a pretty low tier movie. Didn't think it was a great plot. Didn't think the characters were great.
You're not a great plot.
Too long of a lot of scenes. Yeah, I just wasn't a fan. I could give a more in-depth review if I would rewatch it, but yeah, was not a fan. Not a fan.
All right.
Did you talk about the fact that Micah's laying on Josh's bed?
Yeah, we did.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I said
It's
that
been
me and,
addressed.
that I was on Josh's bed and that Josh was also in Josh's
Guys,
bed.
Micah didn't move. He's still on my bed.
Yep.
Joey now took the movie chair, so now Mike has no options.
Let's go.
Yep. Get
Let's
comfy.
go. All right, next email is from Hans Dykstra.
Oh no.
It's subjected oof, and it has no other text.
Oh right, because he's mad. Yeah, he's
Yep.
mad at me.
Because you said,
Hans, I'm sorry. I'll maybe think about it. No, I will think about it. Josh is nodding yes that he really wants you on, so we'll talk about that. I'll bring it up at the next board meeting.
So,
Yeah.
at the board meeting, we'll discuss potential candidates for podcast guests.
Yep.
Also, for those of you who have filled out the 245 generic survey from the website, first of all, thank you. I put my heart and soul into that form.
how many have we gotten? I know we had at least 3 last time I checked.
We have 4 now.
Let's go.
So
Who's the
what are,
fourth?
go.
these, what are these forms? To
Uh,
like be on the podcast, you gotta.
no, it's the generic 245 Google form,
Generic.
and it can be for like anything they want.
Oh, okay, nice.
So
But
I
they
guess-
can't explain why they should be on if they want to.
Okay,
yeah, so if you like want to be a guest, that's the official route. Otherwise, you can just text us.
yeah, that
And
also
we'll
works.
probably add you to the long like list on Notion.
It's a terrible how long the list is. We're
Uh,
working on that. We're slowly crossing off names.
Yeah.
Very slow. Oh, Tim Sawyer.
Yep.
Boom.
Cross them off.
Cross them off.
Cross
Sneak
them
peek
off.
next week.
Oh yeah, that's a spoiler.
Yeah.
May or may not have recorded that already.
No, we
Definitely have not.
have not.
No, we
Definitely
have
did not text him this morning and
We're
ask
not
him if he
that
wants to
ahead.
record tonight.
Yeah.
We would never be that ahead.
Also, reminder, this is your last couple days to buy merch.
Store closes on August 7.
So if you're listening to this the day it comes out, August 4th, you have 2 days. I'm not sure. I think it closes at like midnight on the 6th. So you have today, tomorrow, and Sunday to buy merch. Do it. Actually, you don't need to. I'm sounding way more forceful than I should. But
I think it would be cool if you bought some,
would
but
be
also
cool.
it's cool if you don't.
we will make lots of profit and become millionaires because of you guys.
For sure.
Support the dream of retiring by age 21.
That
And-
would
And having our own facility.
that'd be wild.
We'll have a whole facility just for
Just
Just for podcasts.
yeah. Except it'll be a huge warehouse, but only one tiny space for the podcast.
Yep.
The rest will just be unused.
Yo,
We'll put a basketball court in there.
Dude, you know how hype that would be?
Yeah.
Offices?
Our goal is to be full-time 245
Dude,
podcast.
Dude, a pickleball court?
No
Dog,
way.
that'd be so much fun.
We're like the next Dude Perfect, except we
Yeah.
don't post anything about sports. We just play
record
them.
one podcast a week.
Maybe we'll do 2.
Okay.
No.
That's
Just
not be ridiculous here.
Anyways, yes. Buy merch. We've gotten a decent amount, actually. We've gotten over we've gotten like 20 something,
20-ish orders?
20-ish orders.
Are those items or orders?
Orders, I think.
Oh.
Maybe not quite 20. But
We don't have like the official stats, but
yeah.
will
we
get-
know that some people have bought things, and that's all we need to know.
All
Thanks,
I care about
guys.
is that I've made money.
The profit.
the profit.
We've made
for the
so much
profit.
profit, guys.
All right, next email is from, and we actually, this is really good timing because this is the only one we needed Joey here for.
Oh,
You
boy.
can leave after this one.
So this
Okay.
is from Alex Teen. The subject line is, what is the opposite of based? And then in the text it says, because that's what Joey is.
Wait, is that the full email?
He says, P.S. Jane Austen was as based as they get. First of all, agree. Jane
What-
Austen is based.
What was he even applying about? Like,
What it was,
That you
what
were the
was he
opposite of
applying
based.
about? What do you mean?
what was he referring to?
When you
'Cause
said that
I've
you're
said
not
a lot
based?
of things, and I know some of them
I
are
think
based.
just in general.
Just in
Mr.
general.
Teen, the opposite of based is cringe.
Ooh, is that the opposite of?
No, that's objectively what it is.
Oh,
That
is
is
it?
what it
Yeah.
is.
Oh, okay.
Something is either based or it's cringe. So Joey is cringe.
Dude, I have some great takes. I don't know why that's. I have said some controversial stuff on this podcast though, so
Yeah, you might say some controversial stuff in this one too.
no. This one's gonna be very chill. This one's gonna be like an easy
Okay.
Sunday morning
Sure.
breakfast podcast.
I'm sure.
Easy Sunday morning breakfast podcast.
What
does that mean?
Easy.
That is my favorite kind.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks for the email, Mr. Teen. That one made me laugh.
Next is from Justin Cruz. He says, driving. In the last episode, you guys mentioned people setting their phones on the dash and watching stuff while they drive. I've seen this a few times, and the most surprising one was that the mailman was doing it. I've also seen him smoking in his truck filled with paper.
So that seems
That's
safe.
really funny. That's really funny though.
That's so good.
Yeah, he was telling me about that. So we have a great mailman. He seems to be doing well.
As long as you get your mail, it's okay.
Yeah. As long as he delivers my letters, I'll be fine. Unless he like burns up his whole truck. In which case that's probably not great. Last one is again from Kark Mick. And in his first email, you might recall he was quite angry about soccer being a B tier sport in our tier list. So this is subjected in my defense of soccer, sorry it's long. After listening to the last episode and hearing Joey strongly call out people for not giving evidence to back up their support for a sport, I felt called to give a strong evidence and factual information
Boy,
in support of soccer.
I'm about to roast your socks
Mitch,
off.
back me up here. So,
Oh.
Karek, you will be sad to hear that Mitch is not here.
So
Guys,
you
should we
don't-
save the email or should we just read it?
No, just read it.
Okay. He says, 1, soccer unites the world.
What does that mean?
most
So does
dedicated
eating.
fans.
So does eating and drinking. So does beer. Like, does that make it a good thing? No. So does sin. That really unites the world. We love doing that. Next point.
Joey is committed to just taking all of these points and yelling. Next point. Soccer is the most popular sport in the world. Around
So is sinning.
Soccer is sin.
Everyone does it. 100% success rate.
You're not hearing the sub-points, Joey.
Okay, sorry.
Around 250 million people play each year. 44% of adults identified as interested or very interested in soccer worldwide.
Yeah. So my argument to that would be just because something's popular doesn't mean it's good.
No, I'd say things that like aren't good, why would people like enjoy them?
Like, never
Well, I
mind.
would just argue that's because it's just cheap and easy to play. I don't know
Also,
if it's how
yeah,
good
but
of
if it
the
wasn't
sport is.
bad,
I mean, it'd have to be really bad for it not to be popular if it's cheap. I think I would argue it's just cheap and accessible rather than a quality sport.
I don't know. People can do a lot of things with their time that are cheap and accessible.
But if you think about, well, you can't do basketball because you need a court. You can't do baseball.
yeah, as far as sports,
You can't
but
do
just in-
hockey. Can't do lacrosse.
oh wow, you can't play hockey in
No,
like,
I'm just saying,
the
like
Sahara
all
Desert.
these all these
Whoa.
sports are like they. At that point, you don't have much options if you're like.
Soccer is inexpensive, requires few pieces of equipment, and can be played indoors and outdoors. So that was one of the benefits that we were talking about.
That's
Sure.
a good take.
That's a good take.
Okay, soccer has simple rules and multiple variations, which increases fun and reaches a broader audience.
Dude.
There's no heavy reliance on physical size advantage, which for a 5'8" kid such as myself is pretty nice. Rather, skill
Hey,
and
he said
technique
5'8"
is-
man.
Oh yeah, I misread that. Which for a 5'8" man such as myself is pretty nice. Rather, skill and technique and strategy are much more important. 6. Soccer has a rich history, centuries of play, relatively few rules changed compared to baseball or football.
That is true.
Soccer is an important part of many countries and history and culture. Help these facts change your mind and keep up the podcast grind. P.S. I hear you are giving out corporate positions for your fans. So can I be the 245 podcast's unpaid intern? Absolutely.
Yeah, that's a position.
Still
that-
waiting on my coffee.
Yeah,
Yeah, you better get on that.
yeah. That we actually hire a lot of unpaid interns, so
We do.
I think
We have probably at least 5.
5.
Yeah.
I
You
would
can be
say
our
so.
6th.
Yeah.
Wow.
Start on Monday.
Work starts on Monday.
Refill the copier.
Buy more coffee. Make us coffee. We don't really drink coffee, so it's fine.
No. We're
Uh,
pure like that.
Karik, you convinced me. I like your points. Soccer is pretty based. Joey doesn't agree.
Some of your points are great points. Some of your points are very bad points.
That's
All right.
it.
That's it.
That's all the mail.
That's all
Wow.
the mail.
That was a lot of mail.
How many emails was it total? How many did I? 6, 7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 emails. That's
Yeah.
probably close to a record.
Joey, did you
Per
hear
week.
did you hear the mail tone on your way here?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I think this is fair though that I didn't hear it.
See, we heard it. We just didn't say it because we just know
It's
we both
just
can hear it.
recognized between me and Mike that the mail tone happened.
Yeah.
We only like talk about it when you're here because then you would be lost. You're like, why are we opening mail?
Yeah.
Exactly.
You just wouldn't know what's happening.
Yeah.
Because your ears are defective.
What?
Good joke.
Thank you.
Guys, it didn't get me. I wasn't fooled.
Yep.
Doesn't much anymore.
No.
All right, so this is
It's too
my
big.
cue to not really talk the rest of the episode. So Joey, take it away.
Really?
Yep.
Mike, you're going to get on in this.
I'll get
Well,
on
you
this.
guys both can. I just won't have anything to say.
No, you'll have stuff to say. You'll have stuff to
You will have stuff to say, Josh.
say. That sounded like a threat. That should pick up your microphone, Josh. Pick up your microphone. Come on, man. Okay, so what are we talking about? Okay, so this podcast has been in the works for a while.
Not really.
In the works, I mean in my head for a while.
Yes.
In terms of actually like putting in the works, putting in the hours, taking what's ours, it's hasn't been that. Did you get that right?
It is about drive.
And it is about power.
This has been our list since before the podcast was birthed.
Yeah,
I think it was on your original.
it was on my original.
your original podcast notion
of things to do.
before when you wanted to start one by yourself, which is
Yeah.
very selfish of you. Just kidding.
How dare
even-
you not come to us right away?
Yeah.
I will
How
say
dare you create this idea for a podcast in isolation and not even think about your friends?
You would not
I
have been,
will
you would
say-
not have been successful without us.
Oh no, for sure. I'll totally admit that. It's way more fun and way more easy with you guys. So I'm glad I did it. It would just be tough to just do like solo podcasts
Yeah, that would be really
because
tough.
then you have to talk for an hour,
Or you'd have to have a guest every
And you
week.
have to edit
You have to
every one.
edit,
Yep.
How
And
am I
you'd have
gonna
to
make
make your
mer-
own coffee.
and get merch. How would I get merch all by myself?
Just have a picture of you on shirts.
Yeah,
I'd buy it.
that. Okay, so what we're talking about is we have just a little question, and I have a question that I've been asking myself for a very long time.
Okay.
And the question is this: is Disney/Marvel, which Marvel is owned by Disney, are they sus?
Yes.
That's it.
Is that what this podcast is
Yeah.
about?
No, seriously.
Oh, I had no idea.
What did you, Josh? What did
Josh suddenly has a lot of things to say.
you, Josh? What did you think?
No, I
this
have
was?
nothing to say still. I
No.
just thought it was like about the Marvel universe or something.
No, no, it's not really at all. So
Okay.
it's just about. Okay, now this is not a hill I'm willing to die for. Okay, you know how Eagle Brook has
This
like
is not a hill I'm willing to die for.
die on. This is
So
not a
there
hill.
are some hills Joey would die for, but this is not one
It
of
depends
them.
on how big the hill is. If it's a
Yeah, this
big
is-
hill,
this
I'm
is a
willing to
smaller
die for that
hill.
hill.
I mean, my house is on a hill. I'd probably die. No, I wouldn't.
Yeah. Anyways, this is not a hill I'm willing to die on, okay? So if someone puts a gun to my head and is like, do you fully believe everything that Disney is super sus? I'd be like, no, you can keep the bullet.
But then you're lying, and then that means you're
I just
sinning.
think it's a little sus.
You're going against your conscience,
and I just think
Joey.
there's some things to think about. So what this podcast is food for thought.
okay.
That's all it is.
So just
you don't have to
you
take
can
a
you can listen and you can just
Yeah.
eat it up.
Yeah. And if
It's just like a little full course meal.
yeah. And if you think, Joey, you're crazy, there's nothing there, just text me, send me an email, send the 245 an email. I'll take it. I can heat the handle, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Okay?
He has heated a lot of handles.
Okay. I'm just going to talk about a few things to think about. Okay? About why Disney and Marvel might be sus. First one, they're always killing off the parents. In these movies, have you noticed that?
It's true.
It's true. I was like, first of all, I had no clue how many movies Disney has made. Like, you just think of a big one, it's like 1 or 2 a year. And they're like, produce like 10, 12 movies a year.
They
You
not
just-
produce 10 movies a
Dude,
year.
look up the list of Disney movies. It is wild. Like, how many movies I've never heard of.
Mm.
But let me just give you some examples. I think the most obvious one, The Lion King.
Yep.
Dude, that's so sad. Tarzan. Both
No parents. No parents.
Gone. Fun fact, that is Anna and Elsa's parents.
That's another theory.
And I think that theory was
What?
confirmed. Yeah. So yeah, you know how Tarzan like is in a shipwreck.
No,
And-
I didn't know that.
Yeah. And the parents die and then he's raised by gorillas. While Anna and Elsa, their parents at the start of the movie take off on a ship with is she pregnant when they leave?
I don't know.
I don't remember. But then
I
their
don't think
ship
so.
crashes. Well, boom, bada, bing, bada, boom. Those stories are connected. Finding Nemo.
Mom dies.
Barracuda.
Absolutely shredded by that shark.
Princess and the Frog. Dad dies.
Never seen it.
Have you not seen that?
No.
It's actually like a more quality Disney movie, but they still kill the parents. Big Hero 6. Both
Brother
parents-
dies. And
Brother
both,
dies and both parents.
both parents
dead.
were already dead.
Onward. Dad.
Dad, half
Half dead.
dead.
I haven't seen this movie, but Safety. Parents die. I think
I don't know what that is.
I think the dad dies or is not in the picture, and mom is. I think she's on drugs or something like that.
Safety.
Safety.
No bear.
Encanto. Dad. Dead.
Right.
Bambi. Mom shot. I have yet to see that movie. But
I've never seen it.
I remember reading a Field and Stream article about like the movie, and they were so mad at the movie.
Why?
Because they support hunting and stuff, and like this Disney movie like killed hunting for a while.
Yeah. That's
Like-
why there's so many deer.
Yeah.
Fun fact.
Yep. And then last one, Dumbo. Now, I've not seen that movie.
I've not seen that in a long
But-
time. I watched that on VHS.
I think Dumbo's mom.
I think that's
Dirt
correct.
now. So that's just something to think about. Like Disney, why are you killing all these people's parents?
Disney wants to be the parent role model
Whoa.
in these kids' lives.
See,
Whoa.
but isn't this just all books and movies?
Is it though?
Yeah.
Is it? You think they're
Think about it.
so many books.
You know what really
parents
makes me
die.
mad is how many they end up killing the main character in the end. Like there is a lot of books where they just like nuke the main character at the end. And it really like I don't get it. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Main character.
Drama.
But I do feel like in general, like books and movies, there needs to be drama, there needs to be tension and conflict. And the internal tension and conflict in a character can often arise from like traumatic experiences as a child, which I don't know.
Maybe they're thinking like, in a child's eyes, the most traumatizing thing that can happen to them is their parents
Then
dying.
If it's two children, it's produced for children, then like why is that your number one thing that you're going after? Why is that the plot in so many movies? Like off the start, they're just gonna kill one of their parents or both of their parents.
What do you
Like,
want them to do
that's-
instead? Little Sally
There's-
spilled her apple juice.
I'm saying you can create pretty big problems and stuff without killing the parents. Brave. That is a great story. Cars. Oh,
Ah.
phenomenal movie.
Does McQueen have parents?
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask.
Maybe there's no parents. Maybe Cars is the darkest of all of them.
How do car? Never mind. We're not talking about this.
Do they have life insurance or car insurance?
I've been wondering that for a
They
long
probably have
time.
life insurance, I feel like.
Because they're not like
What about the planes and planes?
they have plane. No,
Do they have
gotta
flight
have
insurance?
I don't know.
drone insurance. Wait, do the boats need boating licenses? Are there fish boats? Do boats fish? Fish boats? Do boats fish boats?
What do you say? Okay, stop. Okay, so that's point number one. Point number
That's
one.
5 out of 10.
5 out of 10.
point.
Hey, that's all I need. That's all I need. It's just something to think about.
Just
I
that
think-
was the
I
that
think-
was the appetizer.
Yeah, that was the appetizer. Next one. There's a lot of them also where the kids run away from the parents. A lot of them.
Yeah.
Not a lot of them. I don't know.
You have 4.
I
on
have
the
4.
list.
Luca, Inside Out, dude. That was not that great of a movie.
I thought it was a good movie.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like people really liked it, and I was not a fan. I saw it in theaters. I was like, yeah. Josh just strummed his guitar with his foot. Finding Nemo. The whole plot of the movie is that mom dies, kid runs away. That's the whole movie.
Yeah. But dad's trying to find him. Dad is actively pursuing.
So I mean, that one actually has some good themes, but also
Yep.
still holds the theme of parents running away
yeah,
or kid running away, parents dead, and The Little Mermaid. She runs away,
she does.
which I don't know. I feel like is
So
another
do you think this is like encouraging child insubordination?
kind of with some stuff, yeah, kind of. Because I mean, some of them like Inside Out, she like comes back. Finding Nemo, they come back, but it's like, why is that the plot of the movie? Is like you running away from your parents.
The child's struggle to find identity and to find themselves, so they need to run away.
Yeah, and see, I think you find your identity in your family.
Or in Christ.
Well, that first, but then a big part of your identity in growing up is like realizing your role in the family and supporting your family and loving your family, submitting to your parents.
Yeah, but that doesn't make a good movie.
Exactly. There we go.
So the fact that Disney is a movie making company makes them sus because they need to add drama to create stories.
I feel like you can add drama without using these methods of
Yeah,
killing
I'm being a
parents.
devil's advocate.
Okay, thanks, Josh. I appreciate that. You're also, I can't get over the fact that you're wearing gray on gray and it's really tripping me up.
Mitch?
Your outfit.
Your outfit. I like it.
Hey Joey, watch this.
Josh is undressing. 1 second. Oh, there we go. Door defenders. Love it.
Should normalize gray and gray.
I don't think we should.
I think we should. I get so much flack for it.
Yeah. Okay. Next one. Here's where things get a little more interesting. Political side of this.
Ooh.
Or social commentary, cultural stuff.
Yeah.
Cultural issues in kids' movies. Which, here's my thing. Here's what I'll say before I get into this. I'm totally okay if it's a PG-13 movie that's marketed for adults and it has whatever in it. I really don't care. That
Yeah.
doesn't bug me. The issue that bugs me about this stuff is this is the stuff that's marketed for kids.
Yes.
So I feel like it should be very non-controversial, very easy. It's very easy to make a good just kids movie that they'll enjoy. Few things that have come up in Disney movies. This was a big controversy a few years ago. 2 years ago when Lightyear came out. There is a
yeah.
lesbian couple and
Yep.
they kiss in the movie.
That is correct.
That is correct. And I don't know, but I'm just like, in a kids movie?
Yeah.
Not cool.
Not cool.
Not cool. I remember that movie like tanked.
I haven't even seen it.
Oh, really?
I was like actually excited for it.
I actually-
And I did not watch it because of that. I just like never got around to watching it.
I watched it. I actually did like it. But like they were not trying to hide the ball. It was not like in the background. Like it was like boom in your
They were
face.
in the kitchen.
They were in the kitchen. Yeah.
They were heating the handle.
So that's
They
one.
were.
This is a movie I haven't seen, Elemental, because it's new. But I know a big thing in that one is there's a non-binary character in that.
Yep.
Which what does that mean? No gender, right?
Yes.
Is there not
I think so.
binary?
It's not a 1 or 0.
It's not. It's not
Josh
a
is
1 or
engineer
0.
out here.
Okay. Another one. This is one I actually watched a full video on. Have you guys seen the movie Turning Red?
No, I've never
Yes,
heard of
I
that.
have.
Okay, was it kind of wild?
It was a wild movie. Kylie and I watched it.
So I saw a thing, like a clip from the movie that made a joke. Like the girl said, "No, my panda, my choice."
I don't remember that.
I saw the clip of it, like in the movie. I'm like, that's an abortion joke.
Yeah, I mean, it's
in a kid's
definitely.
I don't know why you would add that.
That's definitely an abort. Like, there's no other.
Yeah, there's no other way to interpret it. My thing is like, if that's in literally a PG-13 movie, I do not care. But are you really making jokes about abortion just
Being subtle.
to children?
It's being subtle.
That
Not cool, Disney.
not cool, Disney. That's kind of sus.
Thanks, Disney.
Okay, and then this is where it gets real interesting. Okay, now
What is this? Is this?
I mean, we were on politics, so let's just follow it up
politics
with a good one
was
too.
main
Of
course.
controversial of how to make people absolutely love you. Talk about politics and now religion.
Dessert.
Okay, this is dessert. Okay, so we're going back to the movie Turning Red. There was
Wait,
some.
you skipped one on politics.
Oh yes, oh yeah. Also, I watched a compilation of adult jokes in Disney movies. There's quite a bit of them.
Yeah.
Here's my thing. Like, if you're trying to make your movie like entertaining for parents who are watching it with your kid, don't make like jokes that only adults will understand. Like, just have deeper underlying themes and make an actual like multi-layered story that has deeper elements that adults can like think about and understand, rather than just like making stupid things that adults will like laugh at as their children are like naively watching.
Josh, see, this is why we give you a microphone, man.
Exactly.
That was a base take. Thank you, Josh. That was perfectly articulated.
That was based on like Joey.
I said like a lot.
That's all
My
right.
bad.
I can like forgive you like for that. Okay, next one.
Like-
So religion. We're going back to Turning Red. So I watched a few clips of this movie, and there's some weird like, no joke, like cultish
Yeah.
things. Did you see this
Like
movie?
weird spiritual cultish things. Yeah, I told you I saw this movie.
You want to talk about it?
It's been like 2 years. since
Okay,
I've seen
whatever.
it.
Well, there's a scene in it where they like draw a circle of chalk,
Oh yeah.
and they're all doing like this ritual. That is things cults do.
It's because the plot of the movie is that she like turns into a panda once she becomes a certain age, doesn't like talk to her parents about it, and then realizes that it's something that's in their family.
Yeah.
And they're trying to pray away the
Yeah, they're trying to like capture this panda
Yeah.
in this thing, and the girl's like,
this
nah,
weird world,
yeet.
like other universe.
Yeah, so this transition to the next thing. So she kind of does this thing and has like an out of body experience.
Yeah.
Okay, this is what's called an astral projection,
Yes.
which that is for sure demonic and things cults do.
Yes.
Big no. Like I said, it can be in real movies. I don't care. But this is movies marketed for kids. And this is actually what happens in Black Panther.
Yeah.
When he takes the fruit and eats it or whatever and goes up and like sees his dad, that is the exact same thing. And it has no part in Christianity. It is something that comes from more Eastern religions and cults. And it's like a pretty bad thing. and it happens in these movies. So that kind of transitions to Marvel too. I don't even think I need to talk about this, but Doctor Strange,
In the multiverse of madness.
Oh my goodness!
The entire movie is.
The whole movie is it of like demonic. Josh, have you seen it,
No,
dude?
and I never will.
No, I remember like we saw it in theaters with all our friends.
Yeah, we were
Yeah.
all like, we need to go home back and read the Bible. or
Yeah,
something.
that's literally what we said. Like while we were walking, like we need to go pray and stuff because like it was so obvious. It made me so uncomfortable. Like, yeah, you just have to go see it and you'll totally understand. But it's just like, what? This is,
Or maybe don't go see it.
or don't go see it. Yeah, that's
You just
probably
have to
better.
go see it.
Yeah, actually don't.
don't.
And like this thing at the end, this is spoiling. Spoiler. So hold on, I'll give you your second to click away. 5, 4, 3.
So I'll
One.
give you a second, and then you count to 5.
Well, hey,
Fair.
maybe they're mowing and they got to get their phone out of their pocket
Yeah,
to see.
yo, Mick
Oh,
1 and Mick 2.
relatable.
Yeah.
Mick 1 and Mick 2 just
takes
gotta
me
get
so
the time.
long
Yep.
to
But
off
where
my
it gets
pod.
the eye on the middle,
Yes.
the forehead, that's also an Eastern religion. thing.
Yeah, and they
That's-
like, he casts his like spirit into a dead corpse version of
Right.
himself,
Right. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
and other just weird things.
And like the symbols and stuff. If you
Yeah.
like look on the walls, I remember in some scenes, it's like that all looks like cultish.
And they like put the candles around
Yep.
themselves or something to go into like some alternate. Yeah, it's just, it's jank.
Yeah. So
Turning Red, Doctor Strange, same thing.
yeah, pretty much. Okay, here. Now we're gonna get to my favorite one.
Oh yeah,
This
I know
one's
this
kind
is.
of wild. But Mike, do you want to just do a quick summary of the plot of Infinity War? So this is spoilers,
Avengers Infinity War.
but you just want to give a
Spoilers.
Infinity, not Endgame. Infinity
Not
War.
Endgame. Wait, isn't it Endgame that you're talking about? Oh,
Isn't the final battle seed in
no, that's Endgame.
Endgame?
You mean the one where like all the Avengers are fighting? That's
Yep.
Endgame.
That's Endgame.
Yeah.
It's kind of both because they're connected. Just
Yeah.
it's
Basically, Thanos comes down to Earth and is looking for the Infinity Stones, and he is looking to collect all 5 so he can snap his fingers and get rid of half of the universe's population because he's worried about overpopulation.
he's really a good guy, honestly.
Thanos was right. Hashtag Thanos was right. And the Avengers basically fight him, and he says he's going to bring like peace and peace to Earth and like
Goodwill to
Goodwill
balance,
to men.
balance to the Earth, perfectly balanced as all things should be. And the Avengers fight him because obviously he's trying to kill half of the universe. And he ends up succeeding, snaps half people away, and then an Endgame. It gets real complicated. There's a few Avengers left. They decide to do time machine crap and go back and get all the Infinity Stones from before Thanos got them, make their own gauntlet, and then snap their fingers to bring back everyone. In the process, somehow the Thanos from 2014, from like the original Guardians of the Galaxy movie, finds his way to the 2018 version of Avengers because they killed Thanos at the beginning of Endgame, the modern version. Now the old 2014 Thanos is coming to 2018, and
This is
then
why time travel shouldn't be in movies,
fights-
folks.
Hot take.
that's a
Great
whole
take.
other
Yeah,
episode.
yeah.
And then fights the Avengers because they're trying to bring everyone back, and he's trying to, at this point, get all the Infinity Stones again because it's his old self. Yeah,
Yeah,
there you go.
yeah. It's pretty wild. But
Good movies.
Yeah, I watched somebody talk about this, and I don't know if I buy into it 100%, but this is the theory, and it's pretty wild. So you could look at these two movies and think of it as the end times, but told from Satan's perspective. Okay, so
Yep.
let me explain. So what do I believe in the end times? Right, Jesus is going to come back. Okay. And then he's going to take some people up to heaven and he's going to leave some people here. So in Infinity War or Endgame, so if it's from the Satan's perspective, then everything would be switched. So we see Jesus coming down and separating people as a good thing. The characters in Endgame and Infinity War see this as a bad thing, right? They see Thanos as the evil guy who's coming down from the sky.
Yeah.
That is what Satan would tell his followers, is that Jesus coming down from the sky and separating people is a bad thing.
Yeah.
And we need to stop it. And so the theory is, this is where it gets a little weird, and I don't know if I don't think I believe in this, but that this story is preparing us and people who watch it and people who get really dedicated to, when Jesus comes back, actually try to stop it
Yeah.
and actually support humans. So right in the end times, there's going to be someone, the Antichrist, who's very powerful and who will have supernatural powers, who will try to resist this, and people will follow him and people will fall for his lies. And so that's what this guy was saying, is like, this movie is actually preparing people to serve the Antichrist and be against Jesus coming down and separating people.
Thanos is Jesus.
Yes. So, I mean, that is wild. That is wild, and I don't know if I get behind that.
It is wild.
I definitely don't get behind that fully, but I think it's just interesting, like, food for thought.
Yeah.
For thought. Josh, Josh, hit me. What do you think about that?
I don't know if movies are that far reaching. I could see how you could deduce that, but I don't think there would be any intention behind it.
Boom. There you go. That's what Josh thinks. Mike, what do you think?
I agree with Josh. I think it's probably a little bit of a stretch, but you never know the ways that Satan's working.
Yeah, see, and this is my thing, is like, I really believe there's only two forces in this world. There's good, that comes from Jesus and God, and there's evil. And it's like, what force do you think is like behind these movies? I don't know. Doesn't seem a lot of worshiping Jesus to me. Seems about
That is true.
making light of some pretty terrible things. So it's just food for thought. Food for thought.
I've been thinking about movies recently, and I just am not a fan of a lot of movies.
Dude, you know what's getting to me now is music. Like, there is so much garbage in like music lyrics.
This
Like,
is becoming just a media podcast. Lots of bad media out there, guys.
hey, that's fair. I guess.
Be
And that's
careful what you watch
Yeah.
and listen to.
Yeah.
literally that, and that's my goal with telling you all this. Do I think every Christian should believe this like the Bible? Heck no. No. I just think that we are not as attentive to the things that we watch and listen to,
Or that our children
or
watch.
that our children are watching and listen to, and it's something that we should be very concerned about.
So maybe rather than taking this as a podcast informing you that Disney is sus, you can take it as a case study that sort of points to a more general cautionary warning that makes you think more critically about the things that you watch and listen to.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Is it glorifying God or is it not?
Just think about that one.
Just
Just
like,
think about it.
Just stop. Think.
Psychology.
psychology.
No way.
Me and Mike jinxed on that.
Yeah.
That's actually our new tagline.
Think about it.
No, stop.
Stop.
Think.
Think.
Psychology.
Psychology.
Well, with three of us, we could like do that in a circle. Like you could.
Hey guys, let's practice.
Okay.
Stop.
Think about it.
Psychology.
Whoa,
Wow, look at that
guys.
circle. We should like light candles around us and
Stop.
Mike.
Pause.
Mike.
I mean
Mike.
because
Anyways.
it smells down here. I gotta get
Yeah.
good fragrances.
Man, you're just dissing my living space.
Maybe it's because I'm on Josh's bed
Oh, wow.
Uncalled for. Not appropriate.
Uncalled for.
with the pillow pet.
Yeah.
It's
Where's
not
my-
a pillow pet. It's a cushy pal.
Off brand.
Yeah.
I don't know where my pillow pet is.
That's
Somewhere.
tragic. It's a good animal to have around.
Yeah. Well, hey, everybody, and Josh and Mike, thanks for listening to my little rant there.
Of course.
I mean, it's just food for thought. It's not the Bible.
It is definitely not the Bible.
It's definitely not the Bible. It's just something to think about. Hope you don't think I'm crazy.
I don't.
But Joey is in fact crazy. So if you think that, based. Joey is cringe. If we've learned one thing this episode, Joey is cringe.
Thanks, Mr. Teen.
Thanks, Mr.
Ruining
Teen.
my reputation.
I'm glad he still listens.
Yep. Yep.
Anyways, thanks for listening. Hopefully our podcast is more wholesome than some Disney movies out there.
Yes. For sure it
Hopefully,
is.
we are creating media that is worth listening to.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
If we're
hopefully our
not, if we're not, call us out.
Yeah.
yeah, and hopefully our merch is
Oh my goodness!
Also,
Mike is back to selling.
never mind. You guys know what to do. Wink wink.
Nice.
Yeah.
You become
Anyways,
10 times more attractive when you wear 245 podcast merch, just by the way.
confirmed
so if-
by scientific evidence.
So you young high schoolers out there, if you're trying to get that girl that you've been thinking about,
But also, don't date in high school, so it doesn't even matter.
Oh boy.
college kids, if you're trying to ask
There
out
we
that girl
go.
you've been thinking about,
Yep.
and things kind of cute, you saw her across from the Billy, and you're just like, man, what's one thing that could make me that make this
We
girl notice
have
me?
that one thing.
And
We have like a lot of those one
Yeah.
things.
And I feel like we should bring this up. I mean, we did a scientific research study where we sent Mitch out in this
In the wild,
245 thing, and we have not seen him in weeks.
yeah.
We
We
don't know
where he went.
We don't know where these women took this guy, but we cannot find him. So, side note, if you see Mitch just like running, like 50 women just like following after him, just let us know because we care about Mitch.
We are
love him,
concerned.
and we are sorry we put him through this terrible situation.
So that's what you have coming for you if you get the 245 merch. Be looking forward to that. Thanks for listening. As always, hope you all have a great day.
Catch you on the flippity flip.
Peace out, cakes.
I'm just kidding anyway.